a decent save at the end. He actually heads it down too far. Just gets that left hand to it. What a pass it was from Papu Gomez. That's why you can't give him time on the ball. Somebody's got to go and shut him down quickly.
Cutter going towards the near post. It's over him. And Thiago Silva gets a good head onto it. And again, Navas has to save. The follow-up was from Toloi, but the flag was up. Caldara in the mix again.
Make no mistake about it, but it was offside or not offside. That was a great save from Navas. Clear the first ball, headed back into the danger area. There you can see he is just offside, Caldara. He actually does well to get enough power in the header. What a good save it was from Navas.
The goalkeeper from Costa Rica, from Real Madrid. Bags of experience in big games like this. Not, of course, so many behind closed doors, but yeah, it's finely tuned for this fixture stands for. Hatterbu. Ability to take people on with a bit of skill, but a lot of power as well. Robin Gosens, born in Germany, Dutch origin.
There it was, he just stepped across him there as he was driving into the box. Zapata had gone wide to leave that space open through the middle.
Well, they've survived the Neymar chance and they're coming strong themselves now. The club from Bergamo. Survivor, the last 8 this season's Champions League. Good spread, 2 from Spain, 2 from Germany, 2 from France, 1 each from England and Italy. Waiting in the middle. Cross from Icardi wasn't the most threatening.
Yeah, that was Neymar at his best. Wriggled away from a couple of challenges, that bit of pace, then made the right decision to switch it out to the right-hand side.
Icardi has scored plenty of goals against Atalanta. This time in Italy. Thiago Silva. Pembe. Marquinhos. Got a game at the back. A lot of thought as to how Paris Saint-Germain would go about this tactically. They would match up with a similar formation to Atalanta's with 3 central defenders. High press from Atalanta here. Bernat. One of the problems for Paris Saint-Germain, Sarabia is knocked over. It's of course the lack of competition in their own country. They're so used to getting through games without really being put to the ultimate test. When they faced Barcelona.
It's not a particularly good one from Navas. He's just going to drop that into Icardi rather than go aerially. So much space behind him because Atalanta were trying to press high up the field. That ball into the front is on all the time from the goalkeeper.
Chef flick it on towards Gomez. Can't rein it in that time. Neymar. Sarabia. He's got a corner and then realises he hasn't.
There is a player with a lot of energy, pace. He got back really well.
Understated player Pablo Sarabia. Call him the normal one. Don't know what that says for the others, but very modest, very capable. Benat. Well, Trezeguet to get there first. Gomez. Sure it was as intended. By Freuler, he's on the ball again here. Nadal. Ron, small dropping deep to about those at the back. It's amazing. Papu Gomez does find space. Works the whole width of the pitch. They're away again. Neymar's away again. Can he go all the way this time? There he goes. Well, maybe that's a reflection of missing the first one. In the end, it was neither one thing or the other. The suggestion is he was looking for Icardi.
Brilliant play for him to start with, though. He knows he's 1v1 against the player that's much slower. Just plays it back. Caldara gets too tight. Plays the 1-2 Brit, and he's hoping that Icardi makes the run into the 6-yard box. He's got to go for goal himself there. What an opportunity again.
Taylor doesn't give the free kick that PSG were looking for. Here's Daron from Freud. Again, knows how to get into the game. Papu Gomez. Interesting little story about Stuart that looked at how referees find space around the pitch. Just dropping off and keeping out of the way, really, and he keeps out of the way of those trying to defend against him. It's an extraordinary gift, really.
Well, they thought they should have had a free kick. The ball going into Sarabia. A bit unlucky that he doesn't get a whistle blown for that one.
Slightly surprised that a referee refereed the last PSG game should referee this one. It's been a long time, of course, since that happened, and a certain number of officials come into this bubble that's been created here. Gomez again. They win another ball. Navas might be thinking in front of him. Winning some defensive headers. Real breaks from Neymar. A bit more sustained pressure from Atalanta. A lot of it governed by the creativity of their skipper, Papu Gomez. It's almost as if the two number 10s are absolutely representing what their respective clubs are trying to achieve here. It's a proper number. It's not like the two number 88s, for example. It's Sarabia, nice turn.
So I did well, he got his position absolutely right there.
three in this quarter-final. And of course, Kylian Mbappe, if you missed the earlier news, did train here last night. He's amongst the PSG substitutes. And Thomas Tuchel said, "I think we'll finish the game with Mbappe on the pitch." Off Atalanta before that's necessary. We're about to find out. Pushed by Gosens there. It's a youngster he trialled at Borussia Dortmund. He said it was a complete fiasco, nowhere near the standard required. And he has somewhat later and the kind of form that taking him into Serie A and into the Champions League quarter-final.
Now Caldara, centre half, has come all the way out with Neymar into that midfield area. The players fill in for him. It's a mismatch in terms of pace, that's for sure. Already he's gone past Caldara far too easily on two occasions.
Trezeguet, Van Bernat. Goes from then, wasn't going to get there before Kera gets the cross in. Dara back, headed away. Goal against Dortmund. Here's Neymar. Well to get the cross in. Good numbers. Atalanta defending the edge of their 6-yard box. Neymar looking the part. Looking that he's brought his A game here to Portugal.
Once again, he goes past Caldara far too easily. Think about changing this, Gasperini. Tonai is a better 1v1 defender than Caldara. Just have to swap those two over at some point.
They do go man for man all over the pitch, Atalanta. Just wonder where Neymar's been deployed. It's rather caught out, Gasperini.
When he'd been playing on the left-hand side, I'm sure that's what Gasperini thought. It would be Tonai up against him, but he's gone through the middle. Caldara's been poured into areas he doesn't really want to be poured into. There's the energy in the midfield. Trezeguet.
By Freuler. Everyone was stopping for a free kick. The referee said, well, he's still got the ball. PSG. Pembe. It's coming up to the 25-minute mark. It's intriguing as we all hoped it would be. No one's made a potentially decisive blow as yet. Quite a story for Atalanta. In the sense that obviously their first campaign in the Champions League, but they lost their first 3 group games and only got a point in the 4th, and they still managed to qualify. Found the way to win at this level. 4 goals, both home and away, against Valencia in the round of 16. Toloi. Zapata, and it's put away by Pasalic. First goal in the first quarter-final goes Atalanta. Competition might just continue here for the Italian club.
Well, both wide centre halves were involved at some point. Zapata just wins that knockdown. It falls lovely for Pasalic, who does everything right. Bends it with the inside of that left foot. Nothing that Navas can do about that. Both wide centre-halves, as they do for Atalanta, had got forward and made that numerical advantage in a really dangerous area, and what a good finish it was from Pasalic.
And what a replica it was of Ilicic, who scored in Valencia in a very similar position. And he'll be delighted wherever he's watching as Toloi has to come back and defend. They do score goals, aside from Bergamo, and they scored one here. Probably time for me to remind you that PSG have scored in 32 consecutive Champions League games. They need to make that 33. Juan Bernat. Neymar. Leaves Pasalic. Absolutely dismissed it and was fraction away from scoring an outstanding equaliser. He knows what's expected of him tonight. And bar the final flourish, he's delivering.
Well, he looks to be on fire tonight, doesn't he? Went past Pasalic so easily, then went inside Caldara. Nutmeg.
Through the ecstasy of scoring, the embarrassment of being nutmegged, and now it's a bang in the back.
He didn't really want to head that. The goalkeeper was aiming for Atiba out on the right hand side. Didn't quite make the right connection. Atiba wants to go up against Bernat in the air.
Well, the gauntlet's been well and truly thrown down by Atalanta to PSG. So far, Club's 50th birthday not quite going to plan. No one's lit the candles on the cake yet. Although Neymar looks as though he might have the matches. Pasalic. Gomez. Atabur. This goes again. By Bernat, brought out by Marquinhos. Neymar able to get it to feet. That's one way. Atabur. It's just onside, I think. Pato Gomez. Cross. A little bit of defending, and it was well done by Kera. Kick. French club.
He's playing well at the moment now. Yes, the two finishes weren't good, but he's getting hold of the ball. Just has a little elbow out. Puts his arm in the end at Caldara. He needs more support from the other two players up front. Icardi you hardly see anything of. Sarabia has given possession away a couple of times.
Well, Neymar does have a little bit of a reputation that referees try to avoid being fooled by him. I think that's the best way to describe it. He's playing well. He probably feels he might have got a little bit more protection in that last incident where they came at him from both sides and from behind as well.
It's the long ball forward again. God, he's got to get hold of it. He doesn't do so. It's actually Sarabia that goes for that one.
You mentioned Icardi not having any touches, but the truth is he often only needs one touch or two touches in a game to be the decisive factor. He's really made a career out of almost being anonymous and then getting bundles of goals. Post. Freuler. Road. Goes for Pasalic. To go up, Pasalic again. Right to Hattabur again. They look like a team, Stuart, who work on the shape of their attacking play. Often it's just left off the cuff from coaches, go and do your stuff. Probably Neymar told get on the ball in the attacking third and do what you can do, but they create patterns in attack, Atalanta.
Exactly what I was going to say. Patterns of play down either side. One player that's got the freedom to express himself and go and make things happen is Papu Gomez. Ilicic, likewise, when he's playing. The rest of the players know what their jobs are. They know when to break forward. They know when to drop in the players that have changed their position. He does a lot of that. He's in Verona in midfield. Magnificent passer. He's not a great athlete. He does the job. Great football brain.
Down that far side. Gosens. Gomez and Zapata. So he doesn't look his age, Thiago Silva. He's in very good shape. Not always been in the best defensive shape as a team, PSG. Caught out a typical Atalanta goal. Zapata. Got that a little bit blind. Here comes the counter-attack, and this is where PSG have looked dangerous. Sarabia. Neymar. Sarabia again. Icardi coming in. Cut back. It's a foul. He was protecting the ball as he was knocked over. This again.
It's poor play initially by Sarabia. The cutback wasn't good enough. A really good position. Caldara is really struggling pace-wise.
Been stretched by injuries over the last couple of years, might have lost a little bit of his athleticism. In that you could say well done for coming back. He's still only 26, local boy from Bergamo. Anyway, it's Neymar, the boy from Brazil. 10 minutes left in the first half. Neymar's free kick, well anticipated by the backup goalkeeper Sportiello. Promising for Paris Saint-Germain. Anthony Taylor has got the card out here. For Jim Sheety.
win the ball there. They do dive in, the three centre-halves. They're worried about their pace. Three could nick it here. Poor challenge in the end. Harden saw it coming, just nicks the ball away from him. His foot stamped on.
Dangerous aerially. The other penalty area, Atalanta, and they've got to use that heading ability to
initial free kick. It's not defended particularly well. Caldara misses it. Shilic has really come and close the ball down. Hatibor, the player that gets closest to it. It's not a good cross in the end. Easy for the goalkeeper. Sportiello.
Sportiello. Wasn't the best back pass, to be fair. Neymar about. You don't want to be trying to out-trick him. Trying to get it away. Again, a good indication of Neymar's total commitment to the cause and his total fitness, which is more in doubt than the commitment. What Thomas Tuchel said about getting Mbappe on at the end, he'll be on the field at the end, I think it's going to come true in these circumstances. Himself on for the second half, but though he trained last night, still well ahead of schedule to be involved in a game like this. Virtually been ruled out.
It's Gasparini now. I'm saying to my front players, don't go and press the ball quite so high. Let Navas play it to the centre halves. So if you press too high, he's going to go over the top of you. And every time they have been in possession, back players, they haven't got that comfortable. To go long again.
It's taken down well by a cut. Herrera. Never really thinking that the forward pass was on. It's back with the goalkeeper's distribution. Clip up. It worked in the sense that Neymar, if he does bring it down, he's got the ability that many bigger, if you like, clumsier central strikers haven't got, to just take it on the turn and get away.
But they haven't quite got that right, Atalanta. They're pressing high up the field. The two midfield players are going again, and it's playing into PSG's hands because they just want to chip that ball into Neymar up against Caldara.
Neymar again. Squeezing it forward by Thiago Silva, looking for Icardi, who couldn't get there first. Zapata.
Playing off a centre forward to have to go back and defend in the right back situation. That's a clever play from Papu Gomez. Again, looking for the right ball. And he lets it go at the end.
Nobody else can keep up with the play from PSG's point of view to have a tap in coming down the opposite flank.
He might have done.
Yes. It's a risky one from Hatibor. It's a very risky one, and this he's missed it again. Hatibor's able to go. It's my mistake. Neymar's got everything right in this game except his finishing.
It's a great ball played out to Atibor, but he makes a real mess of it. Whether he's trying to find his centre half, Toloi, or whether he was trying to find his goalkeeper, he got it wrong. He's trying to use the inside of his foot there, rather than just go with his laces.
And in every other respect, he's been the outstanding player of the first half. Atalanta surely can't keep allowing Neymar to have those one-on-one chances. One was, I think he was trying to find his goalkeeper Atalanta, but nowhere near. And Neymar was alive, as he has been to every situation except that final act of putting the ball between the posts. The hardest thing in football, they say. It certainly looked hard for one of the world's great talents tonight.
There looked to be a big open space at that near post as Sportiello was trying to get back. Sportiello.
Out by Pasalic. Marquinhos. The foul referee was close. Papu Gomez was almost in. That's going to be a free kick against Theron. They might be trying the referee's patience. And when Neymar goes down, he perhaps will feel that he doesn't get help from the referees. It's fist across. It's just actually behind those who are moving in to attack it.
It needs to be whipped along that 6-yard box. Cardi's made a good run.
He'll be coming on.
Creating opportunities. They've been too worried so far. It's inside a 1-0 down, but since the goal, they've been the better team, PSG. Starting to find a bit more space in midfield, space in the front areas. Know how to get in behind Atalanta now.
No, it's been a good response to going 1-0 down. Neymar stopped at his tracks. He's waiting for the whistle. Beseeching look, the English referee. An extraordinary mix of virtually everything he's done outside the line to put the ball in the net has been absolutely 10 out of 10, top draw. The other end, where it's really mattered, has failed so far. Half-time approaching. Neymar takes the free kick. Launching himself was Marquinhos.
He's not the biggest, as I say, centre-back. He's playing as the holding midfield player. Has been for quite some while now, but he's good in the air. He's got a great spring, Marquinhos. A bit of time in Italy with Roma.
Getting the chance really through the suspension of Di Maria, who is here obviously with the hope of playing in a semi-final. Verratti will be right for that. He's here as well. It's not a problem. Zapata, won by Thiago Silva, then by Marquinhos with that excellence in the air that Stuart mentioned. Persistent infringement, really. This time the card goes out to Freuler. Be careful, Atalanta, on the discipline side of things. All the cards have now been wiped away from their records after the round of 16, which makes Di Maria's absence really unprofessional to be involved in the episode that saw Emre Can getting sent off in the second leg against Dortmund, but he'd already come off the field. And Tally was the referee then. It's not the quickest journey down the tunnel to deliver a half-time team talk when you're 1-0 down in a Champions League quarter-final for Gasperini, and particularly for Pasalic, who It's going very much according to plan, but there's been so much from Neymar that you do feel this story is not yet half told really, but we've reached half-time with Atalanta leading by that Pasalic goal to 0 against Paris Saint-Germain.
This match is brought to you by Nissan, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by thunder. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on
first half until it came to finishing, where he let Atalanta off the hook on 3 real occasions. One goal was scored against his team by Mario Pasalic. This living dream for Atalanta is continuing. Kylian Mbappe up on his feet, not yet being signalled as an entrant. How long he's got, bearing in mind this could go to extra time as well. It's almost as if we've all been waiting for Neymar. PSG are waiting for Neymar to round off his performance by getting a goal or creating a goal, get them back into the contest. They invariably do score. So too to Atalanta, and they have scored. And here is Neymar, quickly down to business. Bernat. Again, action chance from the goalkeeper, his ball. Sportiello made a couple of useful saves in the first half. The standing goalkeeper, remember, first choice Bellini injured. Periods in the first half when PSG looked very capable of getting themselves back into the game. Remember, in terms of the ownership of the respective clubs, they are under much more pressure than Atalanta.
You just felt in that last 20 minutes of the first half, PSG were getting on top of Atalanta. That 3 were struggling to contain, particularly Neymar. The other 2, but there's midfield runners going as well. Gomez usually runs the game to do that so far. Thoughtful player as well. Likes to shoot from distance. The deflection leads to an early second half corner for the Italian club. He does well there, his first touch just to take him past the challenge. A bit of pressure, actually second touch that takes him beyond and the Herrera. Marquinhos comes out and gets the blocking.
Captain takes the corner, and there'll be another corner. Kimchiki, who went in at the near post,
against the much smaller Bernat, gets there first. Showing a threat in the first half from set place.
Solid defending by Kimpembe in the end. Sarabia has to fill in at left back.
He almost worked it well there. Tore out. Tried to reverse the ball back into Bernat, who was running into the space, but Hatibor did well. Good recovery run from him.
And to have conceded 16 goals in the 8 Champions League games that they've had, PSG have only conceded their 5th tonight. Those statistics, they must feel that they've defence that they can get at, and certainly the way the first half went. It's going to be an early change. Malinovsky getting ready to come on. Ruslan Malinovsky, the international from Ukraine. What do you make of that, Stuart? Maybe an injury at half-time, that they're give the player a few minutes to see
He was coming on, he'd come on in the place of, in terms of the position that Asilic is playing in.
By Gomez, Zapata. Silva's challenge was a bit from behind, but not ruled unfair. Good work by Icardi, finding Neymar. Past the road and grabs at him in advantage played. Neymar. And yeah, he's going to be looking for the road, the third Atalanta player to his name taken.
That's what they're doing, having to do to stop Neymar running away from them. The player under pressure now for the rest of the game.
Can't stop him.
Foul was earlier on.
The foul.
This is where the foul took place. The grab of the shirt there by Zingaro.
Anthony Taylor letting it go in case he thought that Neymar might get shooting distance here. Might think so. Exceptional self-belief to go for goal for this kind of position, maybe hoping to get a deflection along the way. It's a corner. Just feel there's a lot left in this quarter-final. Rome, who conceded the free kick, deflected it. Now Sarabia take the corner. Thiago Silva's up. Marquinhos is in there as well. Tipped forward by Gomez to get Atalanta up the pitch. Should be an Atalanta throw, it is. He's in his 29th year, Neymar, in terms of age. He should be really approaching the peak periods. Come to Paris from Barcelona to be the catalyst to get the Champions League job done and the trophy on the CV of the club that's celebrating its 50th anniversary this evening.
Zapata's going to get put stupidly for kicking the ball away. Wasn't happy with the decision. Kicked the ball away. He's got a yellow card for his troubles there. I think that shows the frustration for Atalanta. Yes, they're 1-0 up, but they're not getting much possession now. That's the foul. That wasn't why he was booked. Happy with the decision, but you don't see that. He kicks it away.
It's an exercise in patience for PSG. Patience under pressure is not always easy. We'll know individually and collectively consequences of failure here, and it will be seen as failure. They've got further than they have done in the last 3 seasons. Prior to that, there were a succession of quarter-finals linked to a semi. They've been the semi once in 1995 before the Qatari ownership, well before it. Bernat, they're still very much in this. And that could be another yellow card. Referee Taylor deciding to give Hatterberg the benefit of the doubt. But it's getting a little bit more desperate. Nothing on the road by the irrepressible Neymar. And Icardi saying, well, I couldn't go for it, I'd have been offside.
Atalanta do well if they stay with 11 players on the field.
Just thinking the same.
They're desperate to get challenges in. They look inside when they are going to close the ball down. They do get tight to people. We've got 4 players booked now. There's one in the book for Paris Saint-Germain, Bernat.
Point we talked about right at the start, Stuart, about the effort that's gone into the Serie A clubs since the restart of Serie A and getting it finished. Succession of games, 13 of them in all. And the players might pay the price now. Is that Bernat?
That's Bernat again. We've got too tight. Zapata. He got a second yellow card for this, but he's got to be careful. That's probably his last chance.
It's soaking up some pressure. It's Angel Di Maria. Experience to give himself if they go out. So PSG call the final in a way that player won't forgive himself if they go out. Real Madrid. Reflection on it. Been very spectacular.
Atalanta. Now in PSG, the ball at the back.
The concern for the referee is Silva.
He's due to do a lot with it. That's all about in the first half. When they don't press high up the field, Navas was clipping it into Neymar. They're nowhere near as high now. Atalanta. Now in PSG.
Quite as warm here this evening as it has been over the past couple of days. Certainly not as warm as it has been in other parts of Europe. Paris in particular, steaming hot. Caldara trying to lead the breakout. Freuler. Zapata. Freuler again, the international from Switzerland. Argentina's Papu Gomez. Nibbling away was Anthony Taylor. And there's a thing or two about Herrera's game. Spania's long time at Manchester United. Another yellow card.
He catches the ball, but he also catches a bit of Gomez, who makes the most of the situation.
One thing about the crowd in the stadium, you can hear the groans and the squeals. Whips it in. Oh, what a chance for Chinchiti. What a chance. 2-0 at this stage, and that could mean the semis.
There's that ball that they keep winning. Jim Sheehan that won it. When it came back to him on his left foot, he's just got to volley that back across the goalkeeper. Slices off the outside of his boot.
No shortage of chances, but it's still 1-0 to Atalanta. Now it goes towards Zapata, battling, tussling. Freuler loses out, and it's Neymar who takes it from him. Maybe problems for Atalanta here. Neymar needs help, and he gets it from Kera. Lines up for a shot. It was blocked by Chinchiti. Neymar, defended by Caldara. Here's Bernat. Up and away from Icardi.
I think offside would have been given anyway, not against Icardi, but Rabiot was coming back from an offside position.
Well, Neymar needs a bit of help, and Kylian Mbappe is deemed fit enough. Come on, almost at the hour mark. So 2 changes for Gasperini as well. And it's Gomez who comes off for Ruslan Malinovsky.
Provided one excellent pass for Hazibor in the first half. We didn't see dominate the game as he normally does.
like Mbappe, who's not been 100% fit in the build-up to this game. Sarabia departs for PSG. Firmino for Jim City in the back three. Like for like, left-sided as the trio defending for Atalanta. Zapata, exciting challenge from Kera. Undercooks it. We'll see what Mbappe is. God, watching the training last night, he was pleased to be involved. Smiling, there wasn't so much wincing, but he didn't go at full tilt. Very much of it. So there's no point being rested for a semi-final that might not happen. It's a bright beginning. Only had Icardi coming into the centre and it was over his head. The Bosnians will get it away.
Straight away you can see he's gone to that left-hand side. That's where he's going to start from. Mbappe. Neymar's playing through the middle and Icardi's slightly to the right. And at the moment.
Bernat. Mbappe. Fitting it into the feet of Bernat. Headed out by Caldara. Mbappe. Quinhos. Thoughtful. He considers he's a good team man. Sarabia has raised his rod. Can he make the difference?
I'm sure he certainly will make a difference. Naby was poor throughout the game.
Challenge on him. There goes Neymar though. Set the shoot, and Freuler did very well to dispossess him so cleanly. He's offside. Zapata is putting in a very good shift. To be available for the ball forward for Atalanta and they can play off him. It does look just a feeling of fatigue elsewhere in the team. Foul by Hateboer.
I think that summed it up. Still couldn't stay on his feet. Tired lunge. There's a lot of chasing in this second half, and that's trying to use the space. Someway has been coming out into midfield to try and pick up Neymar or Icardi, whoever's got in there. There's a clever little flick round the corner from Mbappe.
Neymar to take the free kick. They're still 1-0 down. 27th minute. Solid headed clearance by Tolo, who's taken the armband. Punch with Gomez. Neymar. Bernat, who missed both of the cup finals in July. He's got himself fit in time. Champions League resumption. Herrera ducked into that, no foul. Goes Zapata again. Back by Herrera, but he gives it straight back to Palomino. We're at the nub of the game. Atalanta, one chance. Missed by City to give themselves a bit more breathing space for the second goal. Do feel that they're going to need it, but time is on their side. From Gasperini's point of view, it must be going very slowly. Thoreau. Malinowski. Drives the ball. Dara. into Neymar. The two superstars combined here. He's involved as well. Handball. Away by not just the referee but Darun. It's the player who was being accused. Manat. Mbappe. Marquinhos. By a collective margin of 21 goals to nil. The side of the cup finals against Sochaux earlier this month. 1-0. Need one goal here. One goal might break Atalanta, who are looking more and more weary. They still have the only goal of this quarter-final. Take all of their resilience as well as footballing ability, and Zapata with nothing more in his repertoire there than to just run it out of play. He knows he's got to lift his players somehow.
But they're now being outnumbered in midfield. Satibor is the right wing back. He's marking Mbappe. He's now just left him. He's going to have to go out to Bernat. That means Tolo is going to go with Mbappe. Now there's a space in behind. He didn't play the ball, Bernat.
Referee spotted it. Joining the list of now 5 players on the yellow cards for Atalanta is Rafael Toloe.
Those two players have got a problem. When to pick up, pass Mbappe on. Toloe knew that Mbappe had played it and got behind him. The referee's absolutely right to give the yellow card for that.
The team famed for their scoring power, Serie A, and indeed more recently after that slow start in their first Champions League campaign, are hanging on to a 1-0 lead. It's not a situation that they found themselves in very often. This is the step up in class that you get when you get to the last 8 of this competition. Enough in the legs of Thiago Silva to hold off the hard-running Duvan Zapata.
I think that'd been at the start of the game. Zapata might have run away from it, but he looks a very tired player now, centre forward.
So much there. Owners from the Middle East. Not just this group of players, but the club. There might be another change of coach if they don't get at least to the final this time. Mbappe and Neymar, kind of superstars brought in to make it happen, hasn't been happening. And on the other hand, you've got Atalanta not just fighting for their own football club, but for an area in Italy that's been so horribly hit by COVID-19.
Every challenge now. Here's the super sub, Muriel.
Has been a super sub, hasn't it? 18 Serie A goals, 11 as a substitute. 11 as a substitute. A fair few penalties in that. For a break. So teams have plenty of the ball. Struggling to really get out of the middle third. Been helped this time by Marquinhos. Foul. The goal scorer, Mario Pasalic. Just a reminder that 5 substitutes can be used in the 90 minutes minutes per side, but they have to be done in 3 different engagements from the sideline. Now, might be affected by this. Keylor Navas cramping up, hamstring. He's hardly been overworked in the second half.
He made a couple of very good saves in the first half, but in this second half, he's been untroubled really. He's had to play a lot of balls forward into the front areas. Certainly not going to carry on, but this isn't a full tear of the hamstring.
This, of course, counts. There's no special dispensation for goalkeepers in this regulation.
He had an injury tonight, Gomez, that he's spoken about. He certainly wasn't himself. He didn't have that zip off the mark that he sometimes has when he goes past people and buys himself space to pick out the next pass. Wasn't able to play little 1-2s around the opposition.
Thomas Tuchel sensibly is looking at this as an opportunity. He's got to maybe get another substitute on as well, having just brought on Mbappe. So maybe this can continue. But it doesn't look like that. Sergio Rico is ready to go. It's on loan from Sevilla. We're still in the Europa League.
Triple substitution.
Julian Draxler is part of that.
للمباراة فهذا أفضل. إذا لم أشعر بأنني قادر على إكمال المباراة حينها سيقع التغيير بدخول ساكوريتو. باراديس يدخل مكان دريسا غاناغي. تغيير آخر في صفوف نادي باريس سان جيرمان. تلعب الجانبية كارير كيمبيمبي يستلم هذه الكرة، يلعب الجهة اليسرى دراكسلير مكان أندير إيريرا. التغييرات التي همت وسط الميدان. واضح الآن بأن النوايا هجومية بالنسبة للمدرب توماس توخيل. إيريرا بنزعة دفاعية دخل مكانه دراكسلير بنزعة هجومية. باراديس كذلك عنده نزعة.
Swaps in terms of their positional play. He usually likes to play further forward. Looks like he's going to play exactly where Gay was playing, on the right hand side of that midfield 3. This has gone exactly where Pereira was playing.
Well, you'd think if you're in Atalanta's position, you see a struggling goalkeeper, you would double your efforts to try and work him, but they can't get the ball, they can't get up the pitch. It's more like Italian teams of bygone times in this competition. 1-0 wins were plentiful, but this may well not be a 1-0 win because here comes Mbappe. But Sportiello kept his shape and kept it out. Bernat. He gets it away. Here's Muriel, the Colombian. The reputation and deserved one of impact on the bench now is penalised. There's the official on the far side.
Well, they don't really want this happening too many times. Caldara up against Mbappe. Runs away, but he's never going to get a challenge back in. But the goalkeeper does well. Looks as though Mbappe's going to try and bend it into the far corner and then goes in at the near post. Just been in his position long enough, the goalkeeper, Sportiello. And obviously not happy with that challenge. Trying to play the ball over the top with his left foot. Early jump from Thiago Silva. That's where the foul was. half straight away by the looks of it.
Muriel hasn't made many of those forward runs in the second half. Driven by Toloi. It's gone out for a goal kick. We'll see whether Keylor Navas can take the goal kick if he's got to kick it long. It's gone short. This drama is going to go right to the wire, and you wouldn't rule out extra time. Draxler. Mbappe, found by Neymar. Atara drawn out for the middle. Mbappe knows he can get past him. Toloi puts it back, and it's a no-nonsense clearance, but it's going to come straight back to Atalanta. Neymar again finding space and still going, still not finishing. At least that one was on target. It was a lovely threaded pass. It took out half the team of Atalanta to get to the Brazilian.
Just gets Toloi running backwards, and he's trying to bend it into the far corner. Doesn't make the right sort of contact. Certainly not the one he was looking for. Easy save for Sportiello. A decent game in Atalanta's goal.
Reminder that he is the stand-in for Bellini. Draxler trying to work it. Back by Freuler. Zapata under pressure. Give it away again. They can't keep it for long enough, Atalanta, to mount any real attacks. 10 back again. Filoquera. It's a good challenge by De Rome, but again, fine margins. If he got that wrong, he'd be off.
It was the perfect challenge. Neymar tries to make the most of it. He arrived as the ball got there. Anthony Taylor is absolutely right on this occasion. There it is, perfect challenge. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Neymar trying to hit their own box.
It would have been off. Gosens. Toloi. Akagura. He wants to get it.
Sort of bit of time to get the cross in.
Here's Muriel again. Straight into Kimpembe. Malinowski can't get there. Neymar superbly gets away, and Caldara despairing. We might not catch this, Neymar. Palomino. He's complaining about the treatment that he's getting. Caldara not booked to take that risk. Now there is the goalkeeping change. Navas limps out of it. Good news, of course, if they do get through, but Sergio Rico will have his chance.
Cardi's gone off, and Choupo-Moting that's come on. He is.
Two players that played in England and been relegated. Sergio Rico with Fulham and Choupo-Moting with Stoke City. Keda, still going, comes to Mbappe, who really has livened up proceedings, and maybe he's playing through pain. The one thing about ankle ligaments, you can strap them up. Good physio will maybe restrict the movement of the ankle, allow you to run relatively pain-free. certainly playing as though he's pain free, but the pain is still with his club. They are still 1-0 down. They've been 1-0 down in the 27th minute. And unless they score, they're 10 minutes away from elimination, but they might score here. Mbappe! Again, took the look skywards. Again, Atalanta survive. It's getting more and more precarious.
Well, they just can't defend now. They try and get too tight, they run in behind. They drop off. Players like Neymar and Mbappe pick the ball up and run at them. They're hanging on here, Atalanta.
Silva. Any touch from friend or foe might have diverted that in.
He looks fit, he looks lively. And in behind Palomino, trying to win the ball. It's actually a good challenge by Palomino in there. I think he's the player that gets the block in. Good recovery run, having been beaten.
So, recognising the signs. Some more changes from Gasperini. Typically, Castagna is a defender, right or left back. Very inexperienced 19-year-old Jacopo Dariba. Wilson comes off. This is you might say, Stuart, you've seen a bit more of Atalanta than I have. Is it a Gasperini gamble at this stage, especially with an relatively untried player like Dariba?
I just think he's looking at several of these players now who are hanging on. Seeing Hatiba on the other side, diving into challenges, getting nowhere near people. Caldara likewise in midfield. It's just a matter of time before Royler or Daron commit another challenge and get a yellow card. He's run himself into the ground without too much success.
No, he did play a part in the goal. That's been his contribution. If it's the only goal of the night, a major contribution. PSG on the brink again of an underwhelming result in the Champions League, but it hasn't really been an underwhelming performance. Boss proceedings, they look fresh. Neymar's given them the quality that you get when you sign a player like Neymar, but it's finding the back of the net. They very rarely draw blanks. Last game was 0-0 against, was it Lyon in the League Cup final?
French League Cup final, 0-0. They won on penalties. That was a 4-game all-round. Being more energetic, being the better side. This isn't really the Atalanta that people have seen all season in Serie A and many of the Champions League games. It's a game too far for them in terms of energy and effort. Two players that make a real difference when they're playing at their best. Gomez and Ilicic. Ilicic didn't play from the start. Gomez didn't look to be at his best. Now we're trying to see the Brazilian Atalanta.
Chance of going through is after 90 minutes. If it goes to extra time, so many players looking out on their feet, and the challenge is getting rasher and rasher. They might end up, as you suggested a while back, Stuart, without a full complement. Neymar, another foul on the Brazilian, and another yellow card. Palomino. A forward one, if you like. He hasn't been booked, a substitute.
I think that's the other reason why Gasperini has made the substitutions he has, because he doesn't want to go down to 10 minutes taking off players that have been booked. Chouchiti and Zapata.
Guerra. side, look at that, Caldara. They don't look like a side that believe, and he must be looking every passing second and thinking, how are we going to keep a clean sheet here? So hops about. Draxler takes the corner, and the header is over. Shake of the head from Marco Verratti. Over the head from Choupo-Moting. He's a big man.
It's a good leap in and got to the ball first. Maybe he should do better. Just doesn't get above it.
Pujolo's got a damaged hamstring on his feet. And here, as players for a semi-final that PSG might not be in. Time is against them. Atalanta have been reeling and rocking, but they're still on their feet. They're still 1-0 in front. Thiago Silva. Freuler has been booked. Free kick taken quickly. Neymar. Draxler, shots on! It's nowhere near it. Had a hint of desperation about it. 4 minutes plus stoppage time.
Wrong decision in the end from Draxler. A couple of players making runs into the box. He reversed it back to Neymar. He's taking it on again. They can go up people in 1v1 situations because the likes of Bureau and Freuler can't make challenges anymore. Palomino can't make a challenge. Torre likewise.
In need of a hero. Paris Saint-Germain. Atalanta collectively hanging on heroically. Choupo-Moting get the pass. Here's Muriel, who is one of the friskier Atalanta players. Been on that long. 3 minutes. Hope to be in the semi-final, but that boot might be on the other foot.
Freuler might have a problem in midfield. Just pulled his hamstring. Here he is on the ball. Just watch him limp after this. He's holding his hamstring a minute ago. There he is. They go down. He's in trouble here. Certainly not play actually, because as he was racing for the ball, he pulled up. Big problems in terms of what he's going to do now, Gasperini, but the 1-0 up. 3 minutes to go at normal time.
And they are down, effectively down to 10 men. Not through a red card. Bernat. Mbappe. Gets back, it's going to stay in play actually. Palomino to make the corner. Try and get it as far away from the Atalanta goal as possible. Atabur. Here's Draxler. This is certainly in Thomas Tuchel's time the most important period as coach of PSG. Palomino just had enough margin to go for that against Marquinhos, who didn't make more of it. He could have done it out of play. Di Maria. Collective prayer from Paris. In this circumstance, Freuler's strapped up. They won't want it to be that situation. They could make another change at the start of extra time, but if they go to extra time, there's surely only going to be one winner. And of all the things that you prepare for a commentary, Stuart, there's always one thing you come through and you think, well, that was a very good tip that I got. The tip was Italian players are exhausted because of the 13 games they've had to play. Here's Choupo-Moting, and it's Marquinhos, and there it is. It is 1-1. Fate has smiled on Thomas Tuchel and Paris Saint-Germain. Atalanta couldn't hold out. Right at the end,
coming for quite some while now. It looked to be a good ball played over the top. I think he's going for goal himself here. Choupo-Moting with a little clip to the far post. He just went to sleep. Hatibor went to sleep. When the ball's played back into the danger area, Marquinhos in the right position. Takes a couple of deflections before it gets to him. Sportiello storms to block the shots, hits it beyond his near post. And there's the finish from Marquinhos. Caldara going to get a knee on it. Really big moment for that man there, Thomas Tuchel.
As we go into 5 added minutes, the goal was checked. Well, all through the 90 minutes you've been thinking that a Brazilian might score called Neymar. In the end it's Marquinhos, and those who come here to play in a semi-final, not for one reason or another available tonight, will be thinking now that that's going to happen. Your heart goes out to Atalanta, but in truth, if you're a realist rather a romantic, it's the right outcome. They've absolutely bossed the second half. The more experienced European club, the club that still haven't put their name on the Champions League and have got the resources for that to happen. But here goes Hatibor finding a bit of speed against Bernat. Need extra time. Neymar. Atalanta trying to get numbers back. Almost came through to Choupo-Moting. Very quickly on the scene. Mbappe, Choupo-Moting. They won't need extra time. It's one of the great Champions League turnarounds for Thomas Tuchel, for Paris Saint-Germain. Atalanta absolutely exhausted, and now surely out of the Champions League. The adventure must be over.
What a pass from Neymar. In amongst all this, Neymar picks out a pass inside the fullback for Mbappe. Who does everything right. She just plays it into that dangerous 6-yard box. Choupo-Moting in the right place, made the right run. If there's any problems about offside, this is the pass. Oh, it's a tight one, whether he was in an offside position. I don't think he was. Let's have another look from here. Here's the pass again. He's onside, he's okay. So is Choupo-Moting because he's behind the player that's playing the ball. This is a goal, and this is going to win the quarter-final to take PSG into the semis.
Well, there may be no crowd, but look at those who are in the stadium celebrating. And they're all from the capital of France in one way or another. Atalanta just didn't have the durability. They've got 90 seconds or so. There'll be a bit more added onto that for a lengthy celebration than the VAR check.
I think the sad thing is for Atalanta, we haven't really seen the real Atalanta here tonight. Free-flowing football, that cleverness with their movement. We saw it for the first 20 minutes.
But here's Malinowski. Muriel. From Bergamo, the beleaguered part of Italy. It looks as though, unless that's a hamstring, Thiago Silva's going to get at least another game for the club he's graced for so many years, since 2012 in fact. And see what it's taken out of even the team that's turned it around here. this is the magic moment for Paris Saint-Germain, and particularly for Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting.
Nothing he could do about it. Pass from Neymar, the run and pace from Mbappe, the cleverness just to play it into a danger area rather than go for goal himself. Choupo-Moting still has to realise where the danger is. There's a bit of danger running across those steps of Verratti if he's not careful.
Well, Neymar has been at the heart of it right from the beginning. Mbappe made a difference coming on in the second half, and it is another substitute, Choupo-Moting, who surely put Paris Saint-Germain into their second ever semi-final. Well, Gasperini's club have so much to be proud of, but they were so close. But you would wonder, actually, had they got through, what sort of team they'd be able to put out for the semi-final. So many walking wounded, such exhaustion. Pepe, whose birthday it is tomorrow, will have a happy day. And they want more here. Mbappe didn't need more, really. They could have taken it to the corner flag. And here is Muriel. Is there going to be a real twist to the story here? The Colombian twisting and turning himself. And he runs out of room. Atalanta running out of time. There was no reprieve there.
You have to wonder how he initially got it. Holding on to a 2-1 lead. Paris Saint-Germain, one ball played over the top, and suddenly Muriel was in. What's their concentration there, Paris Saint-Germain? They got away with it.
But surely time is up, and the game is up for Atalanta. Massive, massive respect and praise for what they've done. And they were so close here, but they didn't have the stamina to see it through. He's hardly got the strength, Thomas Tuchel, to get up and celebrate with his players. But on the 50th anniversary of the foundation of the football club known as Paris Saint-Germain, they have cause for a party. Because 2 late goals, we've seen it in Champions League history, it's never done till it's done. And the goal from Pasalic gave Atalanta the lead for so long. But then Marquinhos found himself in the right place at the right time. And Eric Choupo-Moting got the decisive goal. To be fair, Paris Saint-Germain have won it worthily over the 90 minutes. They were the better side, but boy did they leave it late. Atalanta 1, PSG 2.
This match is brought to you by Nissan, UEFA Champions League sponsor.